I've been following Sean for a really long time. I would say a few years. But I have a lot of trainer friends who also followed him, so I would see that they would like his videos and then they would pop up on my Facebook. I was like, this is kind of cool. And so I started following, and a lot of what I saw in the videos really, really helped. So um, I wanted to do the shadow program and did.
Well, I had met him years ago, but just briefly at another seminar we attended together. Working with him was fantastic because he really made you think, he made you feel comfortable, was never degrading to you if you didn't know. I didn't know a lot about e-collar training, so the people worked with me and helped me with that, and I just like the way he thinks and his philosophies.
It was very interesting in the fact that it went well beyond just dog training and addressing like our mindset and goals and obstacles to our goals, and that it was like I said, much more than just dog training.
He made everybody super comfortable that we felt like we could talk to him and ask him questions and not be judged. But also he really explained things well to the point where I had trouble explaining these things to my clients and didn't know how to articulate, but he made it really easy to comprehend and just a better way of saying things and explaining.
And he's the first person that has like explained things in a way that I can fully comprehend.
I'd say like the transitional period of when the dog goes from your facility to back to the home, learning how to relay concepts to the owner in a way that they understand and can grasp seamlessly and more consistently.
I would say kind of like Andy, they broadened. I came in primarily looking for e-collar, training the correct way, and then you learned more about working on a prong collar, how to marry the e-collar and the prong collar together. So that was like, okay, this makes sense, and it was just really easy to follow. I really like that aspect of it.
With the way y'all train dogs and the process you go through is a lot quicker and more time efficient than my process. So tweaking things and the way I teach some commands really is going to help me out a lot. That a lot of what I learned before and a lot of what I was dead set on isn't really the best way or the most efficient way to do things, and it's okay to change up on how you train and do what's better for that particular dog, and based off what issues they have, switch up completely on your methods. And
overall usage of equipment that's available to address the dog's mindset and build a curriculum for the dog based on what the dog's problems and the family's problems specifically are.
Well, a lot. I have a business, so a lot of it lined up just with what Sean said. Being very transparent. Maybe if you're going to use a tool and you're not sure if the client's ready for that tool, have a conversation with them and really educate them on the process.
How to set goals and how to actually get them down to where you know how to move towards those goals and make them actually become real life. Because I knew how to set goals and I had goals set before, but I really wasn't actually working towards them because I didn't know how to start that process.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of the same for me. I always heard people say, you need to have a goal, but nobody explained how to go about achieving your goal.
I guess business takeaway was as far as like the pre-process before the dog even comes to this building, just the layers of filters that you guys and Shelby have set up, and how they have to go to a website and answer questions, and they see and read about a V-collar and a prong collar, instead of just arriving with the dog on a day and it's like, oh, they use prong collars here. And you have to go spend a lot of time going into detail about like a piece of equipment or whatever you have to, all the pieces of equipment. Saves a lot of time.
Probably I like to do things fast, and I can be a little herky-jerky when I'm training, and the fact that I have to slow down and just make it get the dog into a nice little, like you said, like a little trance of this is how we're going to work instead of, okay, let's go, So my mindset has to just probably come down a few levels and chill out.
That I overthink too much and I second guess myself when I can be doing things right. Most of the time I am and have the right thought process. And also I overthink whether the dog actually knows their commands and it's okay to push them to the next step and see. And if not, then we can always go back to the previous step and get them there.
Yeah, trust yourself.
Yeah, and trust the dog.
Do it. You'll have so much information thrown at you that if you miss something, that's on you, because it's all right here. Everybody was very available at any, in any waking hours of the day. I'll say that because I felt good about approaching anybody at any time and asking a question. So yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'd say if you like learning information and just developing yourself or your brain, it's an incredibly invaluable week, I guess I could say. Either you could spend the whole week on social media or reading books like at home, but you're not going to get as much information from that as you would just being a week here.
It's completely worth it. Even if you've been training for years like I have, like I learned so many new things that I would have never thought that I needed to learn. And just having different opinions on things and examples and seeing y'all in person work with a dog that I've worked with similar dogs before, but y'all do things in a totally different way, that makes a lot more sense. So even if you have that experience in training, there's room for growth and you can always learn something new.
To be aware of your influences and who you spend time with, and that who you spend time with can make a big difference in who you are.
You are who you hang around.
I got a lot of books to read now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it'd be weird, like staying at somebody else's house and, like living with them, but it actually was pretty cool and it was comfortable. I thought I'd feel like awkward and not want to talk to anybody, but y'all made everything super easy and we just fit right in pretty much.
Yeah,